well-being, stay healthy. Health and well-being are tonics for a happy and stable life. Well-being on AD4 TV Radio brings you lucid insights and hands-on engagement of issues towards your positive well-being. Watch Well-being on AD4 TV Radio. Well-being, stay healthy. Hi there, this is Well-being on AD4 TV Radio. I am Eugenia Yuheme. Thanks for joining us. There are so many conditions that cause worries for people. Hepatitis is one of such. I am joined by pharmacist Darius Azige Joseph, coordinator Young Pharmacist Group of Nasarawa State. He is here to talk to us on the topic. You are welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so let us go straight to the point. What do you think is hepatitis?
Hepatitis is a viral disease condition that is contagious, easily transmissible from one person to the other, even though there are different types of hepatitis disease. Okay. You have the hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and of these three types of hepatitis infection, there are some that are of great concern, like the hepatitis B and the hepatitis C.
It's more chronic than the hepatitis
yes,
A.
They are of greater concern.
Okay.
Yes.
So how serious is the B?
Let's start with A.
Okay.
Yes.
Because you said it's more chronic than the
Yes.
other one. So
for A, hepatitis A, when contracted with it, the body system is able to deal with it over time. Okay. The body immune system able to deal with the hepatitis as time goes on. Okay. But hepatitis B is of great concern if not treated. If one contracts hepatitis B, it could lead to the damage of one of the most important organ in the body, that's the liver.
Okay.
And if it gets to that stage, well, only little can be done.
Wow.
Surgical intervention.
Okay.
So it's of great concern. The good thing about hepatitis B is that it has a vaccine.
Okay.
So people can be vaccinated against the hepatitis B.
Okay.
Which will easily be contracted.
Okay.
Yes. Then the hepatitis C doesn't have a vaccine yet, but it has drugs. There are drug molecules that are much available to combat the hepatitis infection, hepatitis C.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so can the vaccine be given to people who have immune system, like compromised immune system?
Okay, like people with HIV
yes.
and the rest. Of course, very important. The hepatitis vaccine doesn't have any negative effect on people that are immunocompromised. They can take the vaccine. And them being immunocompromised should even be more reason why they should be vaccinated against hepatitis B virus.
Okay. So can the vaccine for hepatitis A, can it be used, like can it serve the purpose for the rest of the other viruses, like the B and the C?
Okay, if I heard you clearly, you said hepatitis A. There is not known hepatitis A vaccine.
Okay.
Yes, because it resolves. So by itself, the body system, the body immune system is able to deal with it over time. So it resolves. So we don't have a vaccine for that, but we have vaccine for hepatitis B.
Okay, B.
And it is specific for hepatitis B. That the vaccine for hepatitis B cannot be used for hepatitis C. No, it doesn't go that way. It is specific for hepatitis
Everyone
B.
for each.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So how long does the vaccine stay in the body?
Well, if properly taken, it should take at least 30 years or thereabout.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I've been talking to pharmacist Joseph Azigidairos. We will go on a short break, and when we return, we'll continue from there. Don't go away. Well-being. Stay healthy.
Okay, for hepatitis is a very, very important and sensitive issue that the government can really come in many ways. As if we take, for instance, the Nasarawa state government, what they did was for hepatitis C, which is actually curable, and the drugs are available, but quite expensive. What the government did was to subsidize the cost. So in the state, they come at a really cheaper rate as compared to other places. And aside that, if government can really cut down the cost and come in with the issue of vaccination, because vaccination is key. Say prevention is better than cure. So if government can really focus on vaccination, I think it will go a long way in reducing the trauma of hepatitis virus.
Okay. As regards hepatitis, it's very, very important for the government to play a key role in preventing the spread. As of 28th of July this year, the WHO, they put up a theme for this year's World Hepatitis Day, which was Hep Can't Wait. They are trying to put up practices that will prevent hepatitis from becoming a global health scourge by the year 2030. And I believe the government can come in 3 ways: affordability, availability, and accessibility. And the most important of this is vaccination. And this is very, very important because it takes care of the issue from the grassroots level. So I believe with all this, if these are put into place, the government can actually prevent the spread. Because most persons, the awareness is not there.
Hepatitis is a public health challenge. So the key role the government can play is to create awareness. Because there are many people living with hepatitis, especially hepatitis B, because it's after a period of weeks and months before you begin to see the symptoms. And the basic symptom is flu-like. So you might think you have a flu. Meanwhile, it might be symptoms of hepatitis. So it's good for each and every Nigerian. At least the vaccine should be subsidized or should be made free to the public by the government. And as well as the drugs. The drugs are really expensive. So the government can can subsidize the drugs to make it affordable for individuals and patients living with hepatitis B to access it.
Personally, I feel since hepatitis, the spread is becoming very common these days, and it can be easily gotten from fluids, blood, so there should be public awareness basically. Like they should educate the public on it, maybe put off adverts to show, for COVID now, the way they did for COVID, they should put on adverts to show how the public can prevent it. The vaccines too, before you travel in airports, I think it should be a compulsory thing for the vaccine, and it should be cheap, it should be free. Even the drugs too, the drugs are way, way expensive. That's if you have the virus, so it should be really, really subsidized. I think that's what the government can do to help.
Well-being. Stay healthy. You're welcome back from the break. I'm still here with pharmacist Joseph Azigidairos. Okay, so what are the symptoms of hepatitis?
Okay, hepatitis has a wide range of symptoms.
Okay.
And the symptoms doesn't really mean that one has hepatitis.
Okay.
Yes. So one will have to further go for diagnosis. Okay. But the symptoms includes persistent hunger, back pain, headache, confusion. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the white...
the eyes are white?
Yes. No, becomes yellowish.
Okay, yellowish.
Yes.
Okay.
And some patches on the skin and a lot of other symptoms.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you think there's an early need for vaccination?
Yes.
Okay.
Vaccination helps us to be protected from getting infected. So
Okay.
there's need
Okay.
for hepatitis. Since we have hepatitis B vaccine available, let's take advantage of it
Okay.
early.
Okay. Okay. So what drugs are prescribed? What kind of drugs?
Okay. Since we have hepatitis A, B, C, and when one is diagnosed with a specific hepatitis, that's when we talk about
The kind of drugs
Yes.
that are prescribed.
So the drugs doesn't cover all the different types of hepatitis.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have the Silibon, we have Daclastavir, Sofosbuvir.
Okay.
We have a wide range of them,
Okay.
and these drugs are only prescribed after a proper diagnosis has
Okay.
been conducted.
You know exactly what the problem
yes,
is.
yes. Then we
okay.
talk about drugs and
Okay.
properly administered.
All right. So what do the public need to know about hepatitis?
The public needs to understand how this disease is transmitted. For hepatitis B, saliva.
Okay.
It can be contracted through blood transfusion, through saliva,
Okay.
sometimes through sweat.
Okay.
Yes, and use of personal utensils could
Okay.
also
Like
lead
needles?
into needles and toothbrushes too. Yes,
Okay.
it can be transmitted through those medium.
Okay. So what do you think, or how can the government comment on this particular issue?
There's a lot the government can do
Okay.
in this regards, and like in Nasarawa State, there's a collaboration between Nasarawa State government and a known company as regarding hepatitis C vaccine. I think I know about that.
Okay.
Some of these drugs are quite expensive, and they subsidized the amount. The government paid a particular fraction of the money, then the patient pays a certain amount,
of
yes,
it.
so that he doesn't pay
It's
that
not too
high
much for
amount.
them.
Yes, it's very, very expensive,
Okay.
and government can also support in the vaccination programs.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
so that a good population of the people will not
fall-
end up
yes, dying and all
yes,
of that. Okay, maybe also educating the public
yes,
on what
education.
it's
Yes.
the kind of things that make you to have hepatitis.
Yes.
It's
yes.
okay. Thank you very much.
You're
I
welcome.
really appreciate.
You're welcome.
So I encourage individuals to seek testing and treatment for hepatitis and learn more about this disease to end the silent epidemic. It has been Wellbeing on AD4 TV Radio. Thanks for being with us. I am Eugenia Yoheme. Bye for now.